But we are going right now to our correspondent, Sarah Chalala, who's in Jerusalem near the King David Hotel, where the president is staying, as presidents do here. And Sarah, we touched on it a bit last hour, but a lot going on for the president right now. He's signing strategic declarations and meeting with the prime minister. So today it seems like it's the get down to business day.
Absolutely. The agenda is jam-packed, David, as you just mentioned. Not so much happening behind me, though. The streets are cordoned off King David Street here, and it's looking likely to be that way for the rest of the afternoon and evening as well. But obviously lots of opportunities for Joe Biden, the US president, coming to Israel over this two-day visit, but also a bit of a minefield as well for the president, as his team is aware of and expected. So is his first visit as the president of the United States coming to the region since taking office last year, and Biden and his team are looking to ramp up Washington's presence in the region, and also mainly so that, so to speak, Russia and China don't fill the America-sized hole, so that they can keep Tehran at bay, for example, so that the truce in Yemen can hold, and so that they can also continue with better relations in the region with other Arab countries, possibly even normalization between Israel and Saudi Arabia going forward. A lot is happening on Biden's schedule and what he's got in the upcoming days as well. But also if you look at the wider domestic and foreign policy goals for Biden, he is arriving to the region on a bit of shaky ground as well, seeing his political future is sort of just a bit shaky and in doubts about whether the Democrats will be able to hold on to power in Washington come November for the midterm elections as well. So what's on the agenda? You did discuss Yair Lapid and Biden. They are meeting. The bilateral meeting will be happening. They will be giving some statements to the press as well. And then later on, the i24 summit, which is a new summit between four nations, India, Israel, the United States and the United Arab Emirates, coming together to discuss global food and fuel crises. So all of this happening, some Israeli experts even saying that it will build on the Abraham Accords that we saw in late 2020, more so in terms of expanding regional partnerships beyond West Asia, probably especially in terms of trade, technology and economic issues as well. So we are seeing a lot, but probably the most diplomatically and most politically sensitive visit and part of Biden's visit will be tomorrow. On the agenda on Friday, he will be headed over to the West Bank city of Bethlehem. He will be meeting with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas there, where Palestinian officials and Palestinians have been quite frustrated over the last recently actually, because Biden and his administration have mostly been focusing on efforts for normalization between Israel and other Arab countries, and rather putting aside the stalled peace talks between Israel and Palestinians about the conflict there. So that's something that is not really making Palestinians very happy, but we'll just see what might unfold tomorrow when he does head over there. Instead, the Biden administration is saying that they will make it up to the Palestinians. They are going to the East Jerusalem hospital, one of them over there, to provide $100 million in funding to the facilities there, and also to provide an aid package to the Palestinian Authority. So that is all on the cards. That will all be on the agenda for tomorrow, not today, obviously. Today's a jam-packed schedule with another meeting with Israeli President Isaac Herzog, also the Maccabea Games coming up tonight, where that would be happening at Teddy Stadium in Jerusalem. And as well as, you know, later in the afternoon on Friday, Saudi Arabia, the stop there in Jeddah. That is a really, really big deal, probably the highlight and the focus of his entire four-day trip in the region, mainly to help with ties, probably normalization between Israel and Saudi Arabia, and just to reinstate and end the Saudi freeze-out as well, so to speak, after the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018.
So from the minor to the major issues, all on the agenda for the president on this trip here. Short as it is, a few days to the Middle East, a lot can happen. Sarah Chalala, thanks for giving us a bit of a breakdown today. Again, getting down to business here in Israel for now. So we'll come back to you later on. Sarah, thank you for now coming to us from Jerusalem.